Hi everybody, welcome to Canvas tutorial. So this is our NET CSIR November 2020 solution series, and over here I am going to discuss question from 26 November 2020 set, and you will get the full solution of this set, and after that I will be discussing about your 30th November set. Now in each video I will cover one question. Okay, I will be discussing the question and its solution in detail so that you can build your concept through question solving approach, because your GATE 2021 is approaching. So under this condition it will be very much helpful for you if you know the full solution with the detailed explanation of each and every question. So let's begin with our first question. The expectation value of p square, okay, p square of a particle in a cubic box of side length L, where the wave function has been given like this. Now let's discuss something about particle in 1D box. Particle in 1D box. What is the expression for the wave function? Did you remember? It is nothing but your psi is equals to root over of 2 by L sine n pi x by L. Okay, and the energy expression for 1D box was n square h square by 8 ml square. Okay, so this was for the particle in 1D box. Now for particle in 2D box, 2D box are of two types. One is your simple square box, and other is your generalized expression where it is a rectangular box. In case of the rectangular box, lengths are like Lx and Ly. Okay, this kind of two lengths are not equal. One is your Lx, another is your Ly. But for square box, two lengths are equal and I can take it as L. Now first just revise the rectangular. In case of the rectangular box, what will be the expression for the wave function? That will be nothing but your psi is equals to root over of 2 by Lx sine nx pi x by Lx root over of 2 by Ly sine ny pi y by Ly. Okay, so this is the expression for the particle in 2D box and the wave function. But most important is the particle in square box. For square box, what actually we can see that this Lx and Ly are equal to your L. So if I say that what is the expression for a particle in 2D box, which is a square box itself, it will be root over of 2 by L sine nx pi x by L root over of 2 by L sine n ny pi y by L. Okay, so this is the for the particle in 2D square box. Now from this case, now I am going to discuss about the particle in 3D box. So for particle in 3D box, what I can say now, if L, Lx, Ly and Lz, these three lengths are unequal, then the expression for the psi was 2 by Lx root over 2 by Lx sine nx pi x by Lx root over of 2 by Ly sine ny pi y by Ly root over of 2 by Lz sine nz pi z by Lz. Okay, so this is for the 3D box where the three lengths are unequal. But for cubic box, 3D cubic box, what you can see that Lx is equals to Ly is equals to Lz. I can write it as L. Now for this kind of system, particle in 3D box, which is basically a cubic box, the expression for the psi root over of 2 by L sine nx pi x by L root over of 2 by L sine ny pi y by L and root over of 2 by L sine nz pi z by L. Now simplifying this one, 2 by L to the power 3 by 2, because it is root over 2 by L into root over 2 by L, it will be 2 by L into root over of 2 by L will be 2 by L to the power 3 by 2, and it will be sin nx pi x by L sin ny pi y by L sin nz pi z by L. Clear? Okay. Now compare this expression with the given in the question, this one. Now what you will find, that what is the value of nx, ny and nz. Over here nx has a value of 2. So from here I can say nx has a value of 2, ny has a value of 3, ny 3, and nz has a value of 2. Okay. Now I will write down the energy expression for this kind of cubic box. So the energy expression for 3D cubic box will be nx square plus ny square plus nz square into a square by 8 ml square. Okay, fine. So now putting nx is equals to 2, so it will be 2 square. Putting ny is equals to 3 square, and nz is equals to 2, that is 2 square. I will get the expression of the energy. It will be 2 square 4 plus 3 square 9 plus 4, a square by 8 ml square, and that is nothing but your 17 a square by 8 ml square. Clear? Now why did I solve the expression for the energy? Because from the expression of energy I will be discussing the expression for the momentum, or the here the momentum square, and here the p square, the value of p square is asked. So p square means nothing but your momentum square. So let's take a look at this one, this expression. At first I am just writing this expression, that means the energy of the 3D cubic box, which we have derived for this expression. It is 17 a square by 8 ml square. Now what is the expression for momentum? P is nothing but your momentum, and momentum means it is mass into velocity. And what is the expression for kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is nothing but half mv square. Now if I multiply m in both sides, that means half mv square into m by m. Okay, so I am getting m square v square by 2m, and that will be nothing but your mv whole square by 2m. Okay, mv is nothing but your p, so it will be p square by 2m. So from here I can say that energy expression, which is basically the kinetic energy, is written in the form of p square by 2m. And you know that for particle in a box, I am just discussing about the kinetic energy. Okay, it is nothing but the form of the kinetic energy. So I can write over here p square by 2m is equals to 17 h square by 8 ml square. Now what is the value of p square? It will be 17 h square by 8 ml square into 2m. Now m and this m cancel out, 2 and 8, I am getting 4. So what I can say, 17 h square by 4 l square. So this is our expression for the p square, or you can think that the expectation value of p square. Okay, so this is the expression for the p square. So what will be our answer? Option number A. This will be our correct answer. Clear? So this is the detailed solution of the particle in a box problem. In this video I have already discussed about the psi, or the wave function of different systems, like particle in 1D box, particle in 2D box, and particle in 3D box. And from there I just discussed the energy expression and how can we apply this energy expression to determine the value of the p square, that means the momentum square. Okay, so this video is very much helpful because these are the very important formulas which are frequently asked in different exams, not only for your GATE and NET examination. In your MSc entrance exams like your JAM, there you can find these questions are frequently asked. So these are important formula and you have to revise it, and you need to understand how to apply this formula to different questions. That is the point. So that's it. Thank you. Happy learning.